Hey my friends, welcome to Practice Room Yoga. My name is Claire and this is yoga to wind down. So whether you're about to go to sleep or you're finishing up a really difficult practice session, this video is designed to help you slow down your heart rate, turn your focus inward, and really calm the body and mind. So if you like Practice Room Yoga and you want to help support what I do here, please subscribe to this channel, check out my website, read my blog, and maybe even subscribe to my email list. It would mean the world to me. And please don't be afraid to leave a comment below this video. Let me know what you think, what helped, what didn't. And thank you so much for watching. Let's get started. So as you can see, you will need to be seated for this video. So go ahead and take a seat, relax, and let's wind down together, whether that's from a chair or a piano bench. So to begin, to find this comfortable seated position, I would recommend sitting on the edge of your chair or on the edge of your piano bench. If you need the support of the back of the chair, that's perfectly fine. But sitting on the edge allows me to find greater stability in my pelvis, to ground down through my sits bones so that my spine can rise up tall. My thighs are parallel to the ground here, and my knee is stacked over my ankle, so I'm finding lots of alignment in the body. So from this place, you can place the palms palm down on the knees, and close the eyes. Take 3 breaths here to really sink into this space, noticing how you feel right now. Beautiful. With your next inhale, press the palms into the knees and allow the pressure of the arms to help you draw the heart space forward. Gaze turns towards the ceiling. Beautiful. As you exhale, round through the spine, drawing the heart through this space, navel towards the spine, and you can even use the grip of the hands here to pull the shoulder blades apart. Inhale as you find a smiley face shape with the spine, taking your gaze towards the ceiling. Exhale as you round through the spine. So if this placement of the hands doesn't feel great for you, you can also do this with hands away from the knees, opening across the chest here, and rounding through the back body. Arms come forward, and they can even hook together if that feels nice. So I invite you throughout this practice, as we wind down together, to move as slowly as you possibly can, as mindfully as you can. So you may have done cat-cow a few times before, but what kind of newness can you find here today? What is different? What is new? What can you discover? One more breath here. And with your next inhale, find a neutral spine once again, that comfortable seat. Beautiful. Inhale to sweep the arms out to the sides, reaching tall, taking up as much space as you possibly can. And then take hold of the right wrist with the left hand. Draw the right wrist over towards the left. So imagine gluing the sits bones down to the chair here, making a lot of space in the side of the body. Inhale through center. Exhale, switch the clasp of your hands, taking hold of the left wrist with the right hand, reaching up and over towards the right. Glue the sits bone down towards the ground here, towards the chair. Beautiful. One more time on each side. Again, moving as slowly and mindfully, lovingly as you can. Beautiful. Inhale here. Clasp the hands together so that all the fingers are clasped except for the index finger and the thumb. And then press the index finger towards the ceiling so the shoulders can come up towards the ears. We're going to create a lot of heat here in the shoulders so that when you relax, it'll feel awesome, hopefully. So we're pressing the index finger towards the ceiling, keeping alignment in the spine. Notice if you're arching the back. And imagine pulling the arms apart here, so allowing heat to build. Take one more breath here. And exhale, release. The arms out to the sides of the body. Maybe move or shake however you need to. Beautiful job. Slide the hands to the hips here, or they can rest on the thighs if that's comfortable. We're going to inhale, lift the right leg. So if you can lift the leg parallel to the ground, that's perfect. But this video is all about winding down. So we don't want to create any kind of energy, like competitive energy, like, oh, well, Claire's lifting her leg parallel to the ground, so I must too. That's not necessary here. So if it feels good to be at about a 45-degree angle, stay right here. Stay where you're comfortable. So from this place, whether your hands are on your hips or on your thighs, begin to point and flex in the foot. So rolling through the ankle, wiggling the toes. Just going to invite a little release, a little fluidity in all of the joints of the foot. Beautiful. And then draw the knee in towards the chest. Clasp hands on the shin here, drawing it in so close. Maybe this feels nice for your hip flexor. And if you'd like to come a little bit deeper here, you can take the foot into the opposite elbow and cradle this shin like a baby. So here's one option. And drawing the shin in close to the heart can really create some sensation in the hip. Or if you'd like to experiment with range of motion, you can push and pull here or just rock side to side. So take a moment to tap into your hips, say thank you, I love you. Moving slowly and with a lot of intention. And finally, release the shin here, if you have it in your arms, and rest the ankle on top of the knee. So if you look down at your legs, it looks like an upside down 4 shape. So hands can be on the foot and the knee, grounding down through the sits bones here. Inhale to find length in the spine, and exhale as you hinge forward, so sending heart towards the shin. So this kind of forward fold is really calming for the body, folding forward. So if at any point in your day you're feeling a little stressed or ungrounded, you can always come into some kind of a forward fold, whether that's even just standing and hinging from the hips, folding forward, or sitting down and making it into this shape. So nose bends towards the shin here. You can even draw the crown of the head down towards the ground. You might feel some sensation in the hip. Take one more breath. And inhale as you rise all the way up. Beautiful. Exhale to release the foot from the knee, returning back to our comfortable seat. Check in with your hip, check in with your energy here. And when you're ready, hands can be on the thighs or the hips as you lift the opposite leg. So extending that leg long, point and flex in the foot, in the ankle, wiggle the toes, extending a lot of love here. How slowly and mindfully can you move? And then drawing the knee in towards the chest, clasp hands on the shin to draw the knee in tight, making a little compression in the hip flexor. And then send the ankle to the top of the other knee. That figure 4 shape here. And this might be enough for you right here. So if you would like to stay here, if you're like, oh my gosh, I feel a lot of sensation, this video is all about you. So I'm only here to provide suggestions. So if you would like to stay in a seated position and this is perfect for you today, that's great. If you'd like to hinge from the hips and fold forward heart towards the shin, that's great too. And if one side feels different from the other, also great, you guessed it. So find whatever place feels most comfortable for you. We'll take one more breath here. And inhale to rise all the way back up to your seat. Uncross the leg, sending both feet down towards the ground. Beautiful. So for our next posture, as you inhale, lift the left arm up overhead, and then take your gaze to your right pinky toe. Yeah. So you're going to send the left hand to the outer edge of the right foot. So pressing that palm into the ground here. If the palm doesn't reach, you can simply hook the elbow on the outside of the knee, or you can place something on the ground that you can touch here. So the palm is on the outer edge of the right foot. As you inhale, stack the shoulders here, reach the right fingertips towards the ceiling. So a little twist. So taking gaze towards the ceiling could provide a comfortable option, or you could keep gaze on the toes here. Don't forget that this is always an option as well. So twists are really good for the digestive system. And I've also heard them called like sponge wringing postures. So imagining that your internal organs, that your spine is a sponge, and you can wring out everything you're carrying with you, everything you don't need here. One more breath. And exhale, send the right arm down towards the ground. Allow the belly to rest on the thighs, heart on the knees here as you forward fold. So chin can tuck into the knees, crown of the head melts down towards the ground. Maybe you'd like to shake the head yes and no, or even clasp the hands on the back of the neck here. Allow a little pressure here to release the cervical spine. One more breath. And inhale as you slowly, slowly rise back up to your seated position. Beautiful. Exhale here. Inhale, right arm sweeps up overhead. Take your gaze to your left pinky toe, and then send the right hand to the outer edge of the left foot. Very nice. So don't forget, this is always an option. Inhale to stack through the shoulders, open through the chest, left fingertips reach tall. We'll take 2 breaths here. Beautiful job. And as you exhale, left hand comes down to meet the right hand. Little forward fold, nose towards the knees. Invite space in the cervical spine here. Invite freedom through the shoulders, so allowing gravity to take hold. And if you would like, you can also widen the stance of the feet here to allow your body to move through this space. A little inner thigh sensation might happen here. Maybe a deeper fold. So legs can be together with belly on the thighs, or legs can be apart here. Take one more breath wherever you are. And inhale as you mindfully rise back up to your seated position. Beautiful. Palms are palm down on the knees. Eyes can be closed, or they can be softly gazing at the floor. Invite yourself to notice sensation in your body here. Allow yourself to feel relaxation, to prepare for whatever is next, whether it's bedtime or a class, some task that you have to do. Allow yourself the next one breath. And gently open the eyes, bringing palms together at the heart center. Thank you so much for watching Practice Room Yoga today. Happy practicing, friends.